He said, well, I'll pay for the next guys. And it's been going on since Wednesday morning.
This morning on Daybreak, Hannah Zettel has the story of how generosity has become contagious at the barbershop in Mountain Grove.
And a rather unusual animal sighting over the weekend on one of the city's most popular walking and biking trails. We'll tell you about that and have much more for you this morning on Daybreak as we meet that little guy right there. Well, good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Monday, March 11th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
Joe Morano, hope you're doing well out there to start another week. You ready to go?
No, not so much. In fact, every single nice thing I said about daylight saving time last week, I take back. It's awful, terrible.
Are you coming over to my side of things here?
Is that how you feel? Yeah.
Well, I'm not arguing against brighter days. That's always good.
I know.
I do like it.
That's
but
what I was looking forward to.
when the bedtime's at 6 p.m. or 7
gosh.
p.m. some nights, it's nice when it's dark out.
Losing that hour yesterday, we got to get Elisa in on this. I don't know how you guys felt, but it was rough for me. I was doing groceries at 6 p.m. That's like a 2 p.m. activity for me.
Yes, I was very confused. And to add to the problems is when I forecast, I have to forecast in like a military time, and
Yeah.
and now all of my adding and subtracting is all off.
Oh no.
It's the hardest part of forecasting to begin with, and then mess me up by an hour, and I have no idea what time it is when I'm
That right
forecasting.
there is enough to make me say no meteorology for me.
It's honestly the
gonna
hardest
do
part of
this.
forecasting is figuring out what time is it in Springfield based on 18 Zulu time. I'm not
We're gonna leave that to you. Looks
start
like
to
you
the
got
Monday,
it figured
gang.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're right in the struggle.
All right, what do we have today here?
We've got clouds out there this morning. There are showers for parts of the area. They're mainly to the south. A little bit of a damp start. Things are some light showers down to a drizzle from Harrison over to West Plains. You can see we've got some of these showers from Jasper through Mountain Home, Salem, and West Plains. Again, the extreme southeast corner of our viewing area. And then a couple of showers up around Lake of the Ozarks and Camdenton as well. We'll have these clear by about mid-morning, and things will stay dry through the afternoon. It's 40 degrees right now in Springfield, 38 in Rawa, and 41 in West Plains, so temperatures are all above freezing. Easterly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We've got things damp this morning. We'll be dry through the afternoon, but things will stay overcast. I expect the cloud cover this morning, and then we'll have clouds through the afternoon. 52 degrees, so still on the cool side with these thick clouds. So cool and cloudy for today. Showers by Tuesday and Wednesday, and gusty winds. We'll have those winds pack a punch again. Then we'll be cool late week. Details on all of this in your full forecast in 10 minutes.
We have a news story to bring you this morning. What started as a random act of kindness in Mountain Grove has spiraled into a much larger message of positivity.
Yeah, it's really been great to see this, and excited for all of you to check this out. Hannah Zettel has the story of a small town full of big hearts.
I like just being able to talk to people.
Mountain Grove is home to a little less than 5,000 people. One of them is Rhett Drake, and he owns a barber shop.
I was really kind of nervous because I didn't know how the people of Mountain Grove would, take kind of being an outsider.
Drake has been a barber for over 15 years, a passion he shares with his dad and two brothers.
His dad used to be my barber over in Houston.
Inside the shop sits a single salon chair and a lot of knickknacks.
We call that one the monkey table because if you look at it, it looks like a monkey.
Between all the trims and buzzes, something special has started at Rhett's barber shop.
I showed up to work and there was a woman actually waiting on me. She had her boy. Of course, I cut the boy's hair. She was getting ready to leave and a guy come in. So I cut his hair. She come back in and she said, I want to pay for his haircut. And of course he said no. He said, I can pay for my own haircut. And she said no. She said, I'm paying it forward.
We seen on Facebook that this pay it forward was going on, and I decided to come over this morning and get a haircut.
Just 2 days later, 8 extra haircuts were paid ahead for. And at $10 a cut, that's a hefty surplus for a small town.
There's been a couple of them that I know probably could have used the haircut, but the way it's been going, I just never would have dreamed it would have went on this long. It's really cool because you don't see stuff like that anymore, It kind of gives you faith back in your fellow man again.
The Pay It Forward chain is still going on. In fact, Rhett told me if all the extra haircuts don't get used, he plans to use some of that money to help the homeless population in Mountain Grove. But for now, there should still be a couple of leftover cuts for anyone who might need one.
All right, Hannah, very sweet story this morning. Thank you. In some more local news, fake service dog certifications are increasing and causing problems. More and more dogs are being called service dogs, but not all are being trained properly. It happens when some get fooled by illegitimate trainers, and that's what's happened to Jessica Young, who ended up having to rehome her dog after getting the service dog training. She received a certificate at the end of the training, but her dog was not trained at all. A professional dog trainer, Cindy Ludwig, explains what a fake certificate means.
So when I say fake, what I mean is it says that she and her dog are a service dog team. In other words, the certification is fake.
His way of thinking was I could use it, and I couldn't be questioned about it because he said that there was a law that they could ask me if she was a service dog, and I could say yes. And they could ask me what for, and I could say she's a mobility assistance dog, but they couldn't ask me why she's a mobility assistance dog.
Now, Ludwig also says the best source to find out if a trainer is legitimate is the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior, as well as the American College of Animal Behaviorists. Both have guidelines to selecting a trainer.
Okay, hear me out here. Alligators can become a common sight in the southern region of the country. No one expects, though, to see them wandering around in Springfield. Yet a viewer captured this photo on the Greenways Trail. Our photojournalist Tim Limecooler caught up with the father and son who found it.
So I was just riding down this trail right here looking to have a great afternoon ride, and as I came over this hill I came to about right here where these sticks are, and there was an alligator laying from about where my foot is, where the tail was, and then the head was right here, and I went off to its left and parked my bike and then came back to make sure it couldn't get back over here into the water.
What do you have here?
All right, what we have here is it's an Ozark trail lizard. This is an Ozark Greenway trail lizard.
That is where we are.
This is a newborn. It won't get much bigger than this, though. I think this one's full grown.
We got it up off the ground and kind of held it so that it wouldn't get away, and took some pictures of it and a few video clips, and they had already called animal control to let them know that it was down here. One of the funny things about that story, I think it was one of the people that they spoke to originally asked, you know, I don't think they believed what was going on, so they asked, "Are you sure?" But the look on the agent's face, the girl that came and picked it up, she was definitely quite taken back at the fact that we had found an alligator on the trail here. Out here on the Greenways Trail, they're not going to find any more alligators, and it's going to remain to be a safe walking path.
That is good to hear. Jason Stratton told us the alligator was originally taken by animal control and later handed off to a local herpetology group that plans to show the gator during educational events.
And a traffic alert for you this morning. Preliminary work is expected to begin today on a new roundabout at the north entrance to Republic High School on Greene County Route M, which has become a dangerous intersection known for its traffic accidents. The Republic School District and MoDOT hope the new project will reduce accidents and increase student safety in the area. Over the next several weeks, the intersection will be closed as crews will work on relocating utilities and other preliminary work. The project is expected to be completed by August 9th of this year, prior to the start of the school year. The estimated project cost is $2.3 million, which is being shared by MoDOT, the city, as well as the school district.
Still a lot ahead for you this morning on Daybreak. Elizabeth Warren doubles down on her stance against Silicon Valley giants.
Plus, the Chrysler building finds a buyer and at a cheaper price than most expected. We'll be right back.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.